gases to liquids to solid matter, like wood, glass, and metals, to living creatures like plants, animals, and humans. All matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Atoms are made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Protons and neutrons live in the nucleus or center of the atom. Electrons move in different orbital shells around the nucleus. Electrons have a negative charge, protons have a positive charge, and neutrons have no charge. Electrons and protons are attracted to each other because of their opposite charges, and because of their opposite charges, they neutralize each other. The charge strength of one electron is equal to the charge strength of one proton. Any stable or electrically balanced atom has an equal number of protons and electrons. The number of protons in an atom tells us what chemical element the atom represents. For example, an atom with 1 proton is hydrogen, and an atom with 29 protons is copper. An atom's electrons aren't forever attached to its atom. The electrons on the outer orbital shell of an atom are called valence electrons. Freely moving electrons allow us to move charge. As atoms pass these free electrons to each other, electricity is created. Electrical energy is released when electrons move from one atom to another. An atom having lost an electron becomes positively charged due to the excess proton. An atom having an extra electron becomes negatively charged. Atoms hold on to their electrons in different degrees. In some materials, like metals, the outermost electrons in the atoms are loosely bound. They leave their respective atoms and float around in between atoms next to them. How much an electron can move in a material is called electric conductivity. Materials where electrons move around easily are called conductors. Most metals are conductors. Materials where electrons don't move easily are called insulators, like glass and rubber. By using a conductor like copper, which provides a path that allows electrons to move, and an insulator like rubber, we can safely use electricity. Electricity is the flow of electrons through a conductive path like a wire. To use electricity, we need energy to move electrons and a closed path for them to travel on. This path is called a circuit. Electrons cannot flow through the circuit if the circuit is open. The wires must connect all components used in a circuit, creating a closed path for electrons to flow. Batteries are devices that can store energy in a chemical form and convert that stored chemical energy into electrical energy when needed. The chemical reactions in the battery causes a buildup of electrons in the negative terminal. The result is an electrical difference or unstable buildup of electrons. As electrons try to get rid of the difference, they repel each other and try to go to a place of fewer electrons. The middle portion of the battery or electrolyte prevents the electrons from moving immediately to the positive terminal. By using a conducting wire as a path, the electrons will be able to travel to the positive terminal of the battery. Electrons move from the negative terminal to the positive terminal because they always want to reach an electrical balance. We can put things like light bulbs in the way and produce light as the electrons travel from negative to the